Bournemouth hold on to it. Gakpo feeds Mo Salah. Alexander-Arnold. No one's marking Jones. The perfect start for Liverpool. Inside 3 minutes, Curtis Jones scores his first goal since 2021. The precision of the cross from Alexander-Arnold. 6 assists now in his last 5 Premier League games. And Tottenham's defence sluggish once more.
Yeah, well, look.
47 seconds. Salah for Gakpo. Diaz! It's happening again to Tottenham. 203 days since his last Premier League start. Luis Diaz is back in the goals. The Egyptian makes it look easy. Liverpool 3, Tottenham 0. Not even a quarter of an hour played, and the scoreline is a true reflection of the dominance Liverpool have exerted.
Then you end up in trouble.
Perisic always got around Van Dijk here. This is Harry Kane. Tottenham get one back. Well, if anyone was going to try and drag them back into it, it was going to be Harry Kane. His 25th Premier League goal of the season. Son is onside here, in behind Van Dijk, and it's 3-2. Son tries to rouse the Tottenham fans. Buckle up, because we're in for a big final 15 minutes here now. It's the third. For the moment, play on with 10. Son's in swinger. Richarlison! Tottenham have done it! From 3-0 down! It's one of the great Premier League comebacks! And what a time for Richarlison to score his first ever Premier League goal for Tottenham! And quite how Tottenham have turned this around is beyond me. It's not over yet. Jota! 4-3! 7-goal thriller! Diogo Jota gets his 5th goal in 4 games, and Richarlison's heroics have been erased.
The 4 on the line, and the man coming from deep is Trezeguet, who scores, puts it beyond Alisson. It's been a really good start for Aston Villa.
You can see Trezeguet comes in.
Again, an Ivory Coast international off the back of it. That's Mane round the back. Robertson! It's always Liverpool. It's always late. Never write them off. Andrew Robertson riding to the rescue this time.
It's a Scottish fullback that makes the difference, but it's a wonderful pass. Sadio Mane, he just delays and delays and delays, but then he picks out the right pass. It's a real good deep cross.
There's a minute of stoppage time remaining in this game. It's Alexander-Arnold's corner. Oh, it's down and it's in! It's Sadio Mane, and Liverpool's near post corner works out for them again, and it's Sadio Mane, who's had one of his hardest days in a Liverpool shirt, who comes up trumps.
I said much about these near post corners that I think they should maybe just stand them up for Virgil van Dijk to head them in at the far post, but on this.
On the Bournemouth goal in this game so far, there's been lots of nice little moments. Here's Ekitike again, looking to provide one. He might get it, what he has! He got the break he wanted. scorer at Wembley, now a scorer at Anfield.
Well, what are we? 30 odd minutes into this game. He's been the pivotal point from Liverpool's point of view. He's certainly been heavily involved, probably a little bit more involved in the game.
Ekitike's movement, very sharp and very clever again. Here comes Gakpo, still Gakpo. It's just too good. It's a sparkling Liverpool goal on the opening night. And Cody Gakpo picks up where he left off last season.
Well, it's a really well-worked goal, isn't it? And again,
Bournemouth struggling to get out. That was Szoboszlai looking for Wirtz, but they did well to close that down. Here goes Brooks. Semenyo moving at pace. Here he is, and scores. He's got a really good habit of scoring against Liverpool, and he's done it again.
I thought that Brooks might have been offside, but it looks as if Virgil van Dijk is just playing him on there.
Szoboszlai. And now the counter. And Liverpool are short-numbered here. Look at Semenyo flying. He has support to his left. He goes on his own. And he scores quite brilliantly. Single-handedly he took the goal. Single-handedly he's turned this one on its head. Semenyo has two. And Bournemouth have come from 2 down at Anfield. This is Szoboszlai. This is Mohamed Salah. What a ball, what a touch by the goalkeeper. Comes out, oh, Chiesa! They just love late drama at Anfield. Liverpool are at it again on the opening night. And Federico Chiesa, who had the most frustrating first year. Salah will chase. And Salah, all on his own, support is arriving. Salah! The final boss of opening day Premier League football just had to have his say, didn't he? No one ever has done it better on the opening day than Mohamed Salah, and he wasn't going to let this one day.
Proved to be Almiron. Trippier. Great for Longstaff. What a moment for Isak. Announcing the arrival of Alexander Isak. Red tape sorted out. Red defenders in his wake. Liverpool 0, Newcastle 1.
Wow, no wonder the delirious. What a finish. I think it's the touch that you see coming up now from Jordan.
Here's Elliott again. Salah for Firmino. 1-1. Cometh the hour. Cometh the man for Liverpool. Roberto Firmino starts his second century of goals for the club.
Well, again, I mean, Liverpool have been producing more telling passes. I think Harvey Elliott's had a... Is he allowing it to carry on?
Gomez with the header. It's Salah. Can't bring it down. Real pinball in there and he's in. They've got it with the last kick of the game. Carvalho turning 1 point into 3. And Anfield erupts. In the 98th minute, angry reaction between the two benches, and that might simmer on and on, but this one means
That's best clearance. Pires. Ljungberg making the break, perfectly timed, round the goalkeeper, Freddie Ljungberg! The first goal of the Cardiff Cup final is scored by Arsenal's Frederick Ljungberg. And Liverpool have got less than 20 minutes to save the day. Typical Arsenal in there. McAllister takes. Still not clear. Barber trying to reach it. Oh, in! One chance, one goal, one very very special forward, and Liverpool are back in business thanks to Michael Owen. The equaliser has come with less than 8 minutes to play, and Michael Owen has now scored 7 times in his last 4 matches. Panu, well challenged by Heskey. Berger. Owen stretching his legs and getting away from Dixon and getting his shot away. That's it! That is just absolutely fantastic. He has won the cup for Liverpool all by himself. Michael Owen has scored with 2 minutes left to play, and that is surely the end of the story.
If he's going to go for goal, which he is. Oh, what a goal! It is absolutely sensational. Inch perfect from Trent Alexander-Arnold, who scores for the 2nd Premier League game running, and that's even better than the one last week.
Well, as dead ball situations go, there's none better really than Trent Alexander-Arnold to deliver it, and you can have as many goals.
Pereira, Iwobi, he's coming inside, he's got Robinson down the line, he can deliver a smart ball, and does, and scores. It's Harry Wilson against his former team. A beautiful little stab finish, and Fulham with their first attacker level.
Joel Matip gets dragged out the middle.
Fulham's goal has just knocked them out of the stride somewhat. And here's McAllister. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. What a strike by Alexi McAllister. Took aim and bang, top corner.
Well, again, we've seen 2 phenomenal strikes from 2 world-class players, and Trent Alexander-Arnold and Alexi McAllister.
Pereira with the corner, and it's Raul Jimenez, and stabbed in by Tete. Liverpool caught cold from the corner, but it's not going to count. The flag's up. The cross is very, very deep. Willian will pick up the pieces, and a lovely touch, and Kearney, and it's De Cordovia-Reid, and Fulham have scored, and that's always been the threat. They've caught Liverpool again. It was a very clever, incisive mood, and Kearney's ball is turned home by the other sub. Starting to move very fast now for Liverpool. The minutes will be flashing by. Now Salah is going the other way, and Endo! Well, it's another outstanding finish, and Wataru Endo has rescued Liverpool from the bench. It's another master strike of a substitution from Jurgen Klopp, and it's the Japanese international captain who steps. Gakpo goes on! It's Nunez, and arriving is Tsimikas, now Alexander-Arnold, and he scored! Would you believe it? It's Liverpool again, who can just find saviour from any single position, from any single scoreline. 3-2 down with minutes to go. First Endo, now Alexander-Arnold, 2 goals in 2.
The wall looks well constructed. Salah goes low and dribbles through. Inside 4 minutes, Liverpool ahead. Up through the gears goes Salah, little touch through. Salah still going. Liverpool on fire. To have kept himself on side here. In towards Llorente. There's something. Koke able to scoop it back. Barrios. Canate with the block. Llorente! It's happened again! This is beyond extraordinary. The same man on the same ground at the double against Liverpool in the Champions League. Szoboszlai sent it in, Van Dijk! They just...
Curtis Jones has it. That's a foul by Guimaraes. He just kicked him to the ground. Play goes on. Liverpool have the ball. And the shot is hit. And it's in. And Ryan Gravenberch has scored for Liverpool. He didn't manage it at all last season. My oh my, he's got one early this year.
Well, the most unlikely of goal scorers from Liverpool's point of view, Ryan Gravenberch. But I tell you what, it's most welcome. No goals last season.
They'd love to get themselves another goal very quickly at the start of the second half that would put them further clear. Ekitike's there and does! What a start to the second period for Liverpool! And Ugo Ekitike is at it again! He scored again!
Well, more or less straight from the kick-off, isn't it? It was Newcastle's kick-off as well. And they'll be wondering, well, what are we going to do now?
A test of Liverpool defensively. Gravenberch wins it. Livramento. That's towards Guimaraes, who scores! Newcastle's captain steps forward for them. And to breathe some life into the game for the 10 men.
Well, just what Liverpool didn't really want, as I said, like, if they were to score, like, it gets the crowd up. Who knows what can happen?
Three yellows for Liverpool. Started very early. That's long towards Burn. And it will break, and Asula is there and scores! Well, Newcastle look for a hero. And they find one in Will Asula to enable them to come from 2 down with only 10 men.
Well, I did mention Bournemouth earlier on. Believe me, I didn't expect Newcastle to come back up with 10 men, but like that's exactly what they...
Chiesa, Salah, lovely dummy, Moa! Boy wonder strikes for Liverpool to earn them 3 points at St James's Park. This kid can do no wrong.
To be that age and just finish it like, wow, what a finish. It was a lovely move by Liverpool. Nice intricate stuff.
Nice challenge. Okay, Chamberlain breaking and looking to deliver! It's Mustafi. It's gone in off the Arsenal man, and Liverpool break through after 6 minutes.
But it was so simple to find Oxlade-Chamberlain down this right-hand side. Kolasinac just gets...
Roll back into the path of Maitland-Niles. Ozil looks to line one up, and that's a great save, but Torreira's in on the rebound, and Arsenal are level. The Liverpool defence static, and Lucas Torreira scores at Anfield for the second time this season.
It comes at the end of their best move by far, Arsenal's. Martinelli does ever so well to keep this
Going forward, he's taken a quick kick there to Maitland-Niles. Milner was switched on to clear, but Maitland-Niles at it again, gets it across again, and it's fired in by Martinelli. And Arsenal turn this one around inside 26 minutes. A 6th goal of the season already for Gabriel Martinelli, and what a recovery by Arsenal.
Yeah, and Maitland-Niles deserves a lot of credit for it, the way he's just ghosted past Origi too easily. I'm sure for Lug. Inside Martinelli there. He's quite quick across the turf.
Well, has given it away, and it's Bukayo Saka. Martinelli couldn't miss. It's a double for him, and Arsenal have this game truly in their grip now. Those fans already sensing a place in the quarter-finals.
Well, it happens, doesn't it? Sometimes that inexperience can cost you, as it has increasingly.
The Liverpool captain brings them back into it.
Again, gives the home side some hope for the second.
This is Naby Keita. Oh, Milner, that's short! And Ozil keeps it alive for Maitland-Niles to convert. And Arsenal restore their 2-goal advantage. And James Milner, the man who had given Liverpool such hope in his first half penalty, most experienced man, making a routine error that puts Arsenal on course for the quarter-finals.
Yeah, of all the players, you said it, Rob. You wouldn't have... Some shouts for handball perhaps in there.
Oxlade-Chamberlain! Oh! What a stormer! The former Arsenal man strikes a devastating blow against his old club, and Liverpool are back in it!
But it's certainly not been his best night. That's made up for it. Time when they were looking down.
Through this time to Divock Origi! They have done it! They've picked themselves up off the floor, and it's 4-4!
Well, just like Oxlade-Chamberlain, Origi owed his team something, and he's just giving it them in fine style. Really sharp ball into him by the...
Willock. Decent run, decent shot! Better than decent, it's magnificent! Arsenal are back in front, and it's another cracker of a goal! Joe Willock!
Well, this game just continues to astound. It's amazing. And what another scorcher that was. From Joe Willock, who just decided...
He closes him down, forces him away from danger for now. They're queuing up in the box though for Williams' cross. Origi! The names on the roster may change, but Liverpool's powers of recovery just never seem to diminish.
But they just will not lie down, will they? But Nico Williams, what a...
Kelleher, can the young Irishman make himself a hero? That's a lovely penalty to start with. One and scored one tonight is James Milner. Make that 2 from 2. Martinez just went the other way and Milner out. Now he has to score from the spot. And Kelleher almost gets there. You have to say it's a good penalty again. Lallana. Yes. Again, it's another lovely spot kick. What
it means to him is save it.
That's another fantastic spot kick.
It's gone the right way.
Against. That's another really good penalty to send it past the Arsenal goalkeeper. Yes! Gets there and makes a magnificent save. The young Irishman with a moment of his young life so far.
Delighted for him.
European Cup for Liverpool, and now smashes the ball home into the back of the net to keep Arsenal alive, and does so marvellously well. Stayed calm, and now it's over. A penalty to send Liverpool through, and Jones does it.
Brilliant.
What a moment for him, and what a moment for this young Liverpool team. Simply not knowing when they're beaten. Quivine Kelleher will take.
Away by Lewis Potter, Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold! And Darwin Núñez!
Brilliant run, by the way, by Alexander-Arnold in the build-up. And then he just puts it in an area, hoping that someone's there. And who pops up?
Liverpool have flung bodies forward here. Darwin Núñez at the double.
Chiesa does well, he's on the turn. The Liverpool, they want to add to it, they want to go forward. I thought Mo Salah might actually take this off Núñez's foot. But calm.
He's done the mistake. Here's Henderson. He's away. Good save. He scored. There's one back. Divock Origi. Liverpool have an early hero at Anfield. Jurgen Klopp. Mane's on his way into the middle, so it's Wijnaldum. Oh, it's in. Off the bench, he scored. Liverpool get a second goal in front of the Kop, and it really is game on in the Champions League now. 50. Wijnaldum! Oh, it's three! Liverpool are all the way back! Gini Wijnaldum, the Champions League hero! Barcelona! Since he was 6, and he spotted that! Oh, the Corbin! They tore Barcelona napping! Brilliant thinking by Alexander-Arnold! Clinical finish from Divock Origi! Liverpool ahead! Dangerous looking one as well. Fernandes almost dispossessed by Curtis Jones. As far as Szoboszlai, it's a cracker. The opening goal is Liverpool's. The man who provided that late Panenka in the red of Hungary has provided the opener in the red of Liverpool.
Well, we're just analysing and talking about the poor effort from Conor Bradley. And this is what goes and happens. I mean,
exactly this position. Kevin Kelleher up against him. And Kelleher saves. Armstrong with the rebound. Well, no look there for Liverpool's number one. But fortune favouring the brave from a Southampton perspective. Adam Armstrong levels things up. Carry it out, and it's that man dribbling again. And he's found Adam Armstrong, the goal scorer here. Has he got the legs? Fernandes. Dibbling, who caused all the problems. Fernandes, who usually is their stopper, the man that prevents breaks on their team, is the man that scores the goal, his second of the season.
credit to Ryan Fraser as well here, because he could easily have just banged that up the field. Luis Diaz is maybe just in there a little bit early.
Gravenberch's ball over, another clever one, and what a touch from Mo Salah. Liverpool back level again. Just the air of uncertainty that existed. It's goal number 11 for Salah. One more, he'll be 100 away from Anfield.
I think it's Downs that's playing him onside in the end. I mean, McCarthy is absolutely caught in no man's land, but what a pass by
Salah to put Liverpool in front. 3 out of 3. It was never in doubt. It's 100 Liverpool goals for Mo Salah away from Anfield.
Goalkeeper McCarthy, he guesses and goes the right way, but
what has been
من جانب اليوناني، التغطية موجودة من جانب الدفاع، ثم مرة أخرى مرور حاضر أمامنا من جانب نديدي. فاردي أضرب، فاردي قوية. ومن غير فاردي، ومن غير الهداف فاردي يضرب لليستر سيتي. ليستر في الدقائق ملعبي الأنفيلد من خلال السنوات الماضية. كرة فيها تمريرة ممتازة باتجاه باتسون إلى فاردي والثاني، فاردي والثاني. فاردي يضرب مرة أخرى. فاردي في الأولى وفاردي في الثانية، وفاردي هنا في ملعب أنفيلد على المرور، ثم بعد ذلك كرة عرضية ممتازة بالراس تتهيأ فرصة. فيرمينو فرصة. تشامبرلين يعيد ليفربول. يمينية قوية، يمينية تشامبرلين. الليلة من خلال هذه المواجهة، الكرة فيها لمسة باتجاه ماديسون، يحاول مريعاتي، ثم كرة قوية. صاروخ. عالم يا عالم. ماديسون جيمس ماديسون يطلق صاروخ ويسجل هدف ثالث عالمي غير عادي. الكرة تعود مرة أخرى، لمسة للأمام إلى أمامنا دييغو جوتا، فيرمينو، لمسة فيرمينو إلى مينامينو، جوتا قوية، جوتا يقلص الفارق ويعود بليفربول ويعود بالريدز في ملعب أنفيلد. لا الفار غير موجود والكرة تصل باتجاه ميلنر والكرة العرضية وضربة ضربة 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 مينامينو هذا جنون، هذا جنون، هذا جنون ما يحدث في الأنفيلد، جنون ليفربول، جنون.
Tielemans makes no mistake. High into the net. There it goes. Madison wins the duel. Really well done. It has stuttered run up. He finds the back of the net. Brighton. Went for power straight down the middle. 3 out of 3 for Leicester. And that is 6 out of 6. 3-3 in the shootout. Huge roar for Naby Keita. 4 out of 4 spot. It does go in. Leicester still have the faint chance to take Liverpool through to the semi-finals, and he hasn't. Over it goes. Leicester live to fight on. Can he save another one? Oh, he can. Brilliant save from Keller. And he does score it. And it is Liverpool who are through to the semi-finals. On a night of pure drama at Anfield.
He worked the opening. Important challenge, right, Phillips. Robinho, Ireland! Patience gets its reward. Manchester City lead. John Wright-Phillips played a big part in this.
Guido
Goes for goal and finds it! Magnificently! His first goal for Manchester City, and it has come in some style.
I just don't know what Pepe Reina's doing with this wall here. Mascherano and Torres form some kind of wall, but they're separated. They're maybe trying to make sure that Reina...
Now Gerrard and Arbeloa, better from Liverpool. And Torres! Well, Liverpool are never down for long, and it's Fernando Torres on the road yet again.
You've got to say that Robinho, who does very little defending, allows Arbeloa to run off him.
Gerrard not taking that option. Torres! Liverpool's lifesaver, not for the first time. They've completed the comeback.
Well, if the forward times his run as well as that, defender's always going to take second prize. Joe Hart starts to come for this.
This is Benayoun. Pulls it back. Torres now! And count! It looks like he might have won it for Liverpool. They've shown the determination and the grit of title challengers, and they are in a winning position in stoppage time.
Well, you can't grudge them, as if this is a winner, you can't grudge this Liverpool side 3 points. To come from 2 down, they just refused to give up this afternoon. Very good.
Ronaldo's Brazilian brilliance to give Olympiacos a real look at a first goal ever in England. They've got it. You didn't have to be the greatest expert in the world to highlight the threat. Liverpool 0, Olympiacos 1. With Milan Baros. Kill coming from the left with the change. And Cinema upon goal has made an immediate impact. Inside 2 minutes from being sent on. New hope for Liverpool. Flips it in. Penalty claim. Nunez! And in from Mella. He's only been on the pitch a matter of moments, but Neil Mella brings Liverpool even closer to an extraordinary red revival here. Mella, lovely cushioned header. But Gerrard! Oh, you beauty! What a head, son! What a head! Well, you take a tap in these circumstances. What you have seen.
Turned into trouble in the shape of Dominic Szoboszlai. Oh, that's a slip by Alexander-Arnold, and this is Gordon in on goal and scores. It's a gift for Anthony Gordon. It's a gift for Newcastle United. And Liverpool find themselves behind.
Massive slip from Trent.
McAllister is that there'll be a little short numbered on the counter attack at the other end. Here's Darwin Nunez. Darwin Nunez has scored! What an introduction for the Uruguayan! Liverpool, down to 10 men, have done the unthinkable. They've levelled the game up at St James's Park, and Darwin Nunez is the man who has led Liverpool's fans into delight.
Well, last
Guimaraes. It's hit Elliott, now Salah. And on for Nunez. Surely he can't win it for Liverpool! Darwin Nunez with the most incredible turnaround you have ever seen. The Uruguayan has sprung from the Liverpool bench to put them in front with only 10 men at Newcastle. They'd have celebrated a point like there's no tomorrow. They could well be celebrating a win here, Liverpool. Absolutely incredible.
Rio Coker's made a forward run. This is Ashton. Scaloni's up on the right hand side. Oh, and Hayward's in a great position in the middle, and it's going to be an own goal. It's an own goal. West Ham have taken the lead. It's Jamie Carragher. An own goal in the cup final puts Liverpool behind.
An under-hit pass by Alonso, went straight to West Ham. Great delay in the pass there from Ashton into Scaloni. And
there's Ashton. Oh, this is Etherington. Takes on Hyypiä. Etherington shot. Oh, fumbled by Rayner. Dean Ashton. And have West Ham gone to him? Yes, they have. It's the second goal, and it's the two players who only just made the team after injury. Etherington and Ashton. And Liverpool are rocks. Played in again from that right-hand side. Ashton head spinning. Gerrard. Oh, and Cisse was coming in there. Oh, and he's got it. Gabriel Cisse gets a goal back for Liverpool, and what a cup final we've got here now.
Well, what about this pass, John? Absolutely brilliant pass over Scaloni. Fantastic technique.
Made it short to Gerrard. He can't make room for the shot. This is Alonso. Two players far post. Here comes Gerrard. It's 2-2. It's Steven Gerrard for Liverpool. What a match we have here. They've come from 2-0 down, and this is a spectacular finish. Now, Konchesky picking that up from Etherington. Ashton's in the centre. So too is Hayward. Oh, it's gone right in! Konchesky, would you believe it? The left-back has scored an impossible goal in the cup final. And West Ham are back in front. Extraordinary. 25 years old on Monday. Paul Conchesky.
Rice's cross. Oh, it's 4 minutes. Gerrard! He's got it! Oh, Steven Gerrard! Just when he looked injured and out of it, has equalised for Liverpool. With 90 minutes gone, it's 3-3 in surely the best cup final of modern times.
Do you know what? When the ball came to him, I think.
Well taken. Xhaka went the right way, but Harman's shot was true. The man who scored the last ever goal. Saved! Saved by... And now Xhaka Hislop makes a save. Sheringham scores. 1-1. Scores comfortably. Alan Wiley's writing the score down on a red card, would you? Oh, it's a poor penalty. It's a poor penalty. But he can't. Straight down the middle. Now then, it's 3-1 Liverpool. They have won the cup. Pepe Reina is the hero. Liverpool have won the FA Cup for the 7th time. They won.
Marco Reus on the move. Here's Gonzalo Castro, and in it goes to Aubameyang. What a save, and then Mkhitaryan, and it's the dream start for Borussia Dortmund, and a disastrous one for Liverpool.
And they work it really well, certainly onside.
Dortmund from his time with Hoffenheim. But Marco Reus can have a run and feed it through here to Aubameyang, and Liverpool are opened up again, and they've scored another one, and it's 2 for Dortmund inside 9 minutes, and Liverpool on the ropes already.
Well, he showed absolutely nothing in the first leg, did Aubameyang. But he's burst into life already here with a little bit of space to run into.
Here's Emre Can, who plays a good ball through to Origi. Origi in for Liverpool! And there's the lifeline in front of the top! And it's Divock Origi, the man in form again!
Well, just what Liverpool needed. An early goal in the Cup end to give them a bit of belief, and didn't they deserve...
Excellent ball into Marco Reus! What a fantastic goal from Borussia Dortmund, the vision from Hummels, and the finish from Marco Reus was top class.
Well, sometimes you just got...
It's Coutinho, Milner, Coutinho.
Liverpool got plenty of bubble.
Borussia Dortmund in there. In goes the corner towards Sturridge. And it's Saka this time. And there is life and belief for Liverpool.
Well, it just shows you that not every corner kick's got to beat the...
Milner. Can he tee up someone in red? In it goes towards Lovren.
Has witnessed some unbelievable finishes in European Cup.
Ibe. Moreno. Milner. Firmino. In!
Liverpool snatch the lead in East Anglia. Roberto Firmino. Backstick, Mbakani gets up, Henderson clears, back in by Dorrans, comes down for Mbakani! How smart is that? Impudent finish from Diel Massi Mbakani. Dorrans, Houlihan, Naismith scores on to the marquee home win in the Barclays Premier League. Houlihan scores. And Norwich City find themselves with a degree of comfort in which to luxuriate. Mindless from Moreno. In by Klein for Henderson. 3-2. Well, it's not dull. It's a game that keeps bouncing along, and chopped wide by Firmino, helped on by Milner. Here's Lallana. Here's Firmino. It's 3-3. It's quite a game. Liverpool have found a way back. And that is Firmino flying in. Bassong took it from him. Martin's back pass. Milner's all alone. Milner against Rudd. James Milner. 4-3 Liverpool. They have back a lead they lost an age ago. Downcast captain of Norwich. Lifted forward by Martin. Set back for Bassong, who thrashes home a melodramatic stoppage time equaliser for Norwich. 4-4. What a hit at what a moment in Chan. Benteke, Kolka, and Kolka again. And Lallana, 5-4. It's crazy. It is insane, and so is he. The most remarkable culmination to one of the most remarkable